Decoding data. Dive into statistical graphs and data interpretation. Hello, dear learners. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of statistical graphs and data interpretation. It's not just about numbers. It's about telling a story and making decisions using those numbers. Whether you're preparing for the ACT or just curious about understanding data better, this video is for you. Let's uncover the stories behind the data. First off, let's familiarize ourselves with the common types of statistical graphs. Bar graphs. These are rectangular bars of lengths usually proportional to the values they represent. Great for comparing different categories. Pie charts. These are circular charts divided into sectors, illustrating numerical proportions. Each slice represents a proportion of the whole. Histograms. This is like a bar graph but for frequency distributions. The bars represent the frequency of data within a certain range. Line graphs. These show information as a series of data points connected by straight lines. Ideal for observing trends over time. Scatter plots. These show individual data points on a graph, often used to determine relationships between two variables. Always remember, the type of graph chosen often depends on the nature of the data and what you want to illustrate. Now, knowing what each graph represents is one thing, but drawing insights from them is another. 1. Identify the variables. Always begin by understanding what is being presented. Is it monthly sales data? Or perhaps test scores of students? Knowing the variables helps in setting the context. 2. Analyze trends and patterns. For line graphs, look at the overall direction. Is it going up, down, or staying relatively constant? For bar graphs, which category stands out the most? 3. Make comparisons. How does one data point or category compare to another? Are there any that stand out? 4. Check for outliers. These are data points that are markedly different from the others. They can be crucial in some analyses. 5. Draw conclusions. After examining the data, what can you infer or deduce? Remember, always base your conclusions on what the data presents and not on personal biases. But why is data interpretation so important? In real-life scenarios, businesses might use it to identify best-selling products or to understand market trends. In healthcare, data interpretation can help in understanding the spread of diseases or effectiveness of a particular treatment. Students, like you, might use it to compare colleges, based on various parameters like placement rates, faculty qualifications, or facilities. Understanding and interpreting data properly can lead to better decisions in diverse fields. That brings us to the end of our deep dive into statistical graphs and data interpretation. Remember, numbers on their own don't mean much. But when presented in the form of graphs and with the right interpretation, they can tell powerful stories. We hope this video has shed light on the importance and methods of understanding data. Keep analyzing, and keep learning.